All right, part 2, here we go. I've got a little baby wood mint right there. He's grown a couple new sprouts. We'll see how he does in that spot. In this bed, I don't know what I want to get. I think I want to get a nice big porterweed. It's kind of shaded because this is southern sun from back here. But it's kind of shaded out by this tree and then this rose bush, so it gets a little bit more shade. But you still get some direct western sun over here. Just lower down, it's more shaded. I've got a little baby pipevine down there. I can't remember what species that is, but I might take him out at some point. He's not going to do well there. I got some wine cups I transplanted. They look like shit, but they'll be fine right now. Let's see, this is a rose bush that was already here. He gets really pretty pink and orange and yellow flowers on him, but he needs to be deadheaded. This banana tree is gonna have to be held back. Over here, I've got a couple beds laid out. I'm gonna start on this one, but I need to kill that Bermuda first. And it's gonna go all the way around there, behind there, and these tubs here need to be brought forward a little bit, are gonna kind of line it a little bit. But this is gonna be full sun. I'm gonna have some more herbs and full sun plants like that Zixminia I had back there. I've got a couple flowers, some cone flowers and some yarrow just thrown in here. I'll dig them up and transplant them again if I have to. I need to move that Indian grass because this water right here, it just obliterates everything. I think I'm gonna bring him in the front right here, right in this spot right there, and then I think I'm gonna get another one and put him over there, and I'll figure out a grass over here, maybe some more of that purple top. There's foxglove, beard tongue right there, Penstemon digitalis. I've got little Arizona milkweed right here. This guy does really well in pots, and he gets little pretty white flowers on him. This is seaside goldenrod. Most goldenrods have kind of rigid leaves, but this one's got very soft, smooth, kind of very succulent-y kind of leaves. They're very, very fun. Much bulkier flowers on him. I've got a trellis right here. This one, I want to grow hopness on it, but we'll see how it does. It hasn't even sprouted, so I've got hopness in the ground right now. We'll see how it does next year. This is my lizard's tail. It's kind of going dormant for the winter. I've got some duckweed and hornwort in here and some little mosquito fish, but they're not very friendly. Bunky, get out of that hole. That's my neighbor's cat. Alright, and this over here, I've got another trellis and this big back bed. I don't know if you can see, this is going to be a really big shade bed. But for this trellis, I've got Virginia creeper right here. It's already gone dormant, but it's still okay. Another morning glory coming up there. I dug some catmint up and threw it over here because I don't really like it that much. This here is my button bush. He's gonna get... Dougie, go on, shoot. He's gonna get nice and big. And then over here, let me zoom out a little bit. This here is actually not a native to Texas, but it does do really good in this spot. He's already put out some new sprouts. This one was at the nursery for like months, and it ended up dying in the summer, but not dying, but it died all the way back down to the root, and he's got some new little sprouts coming up. And let's see. I've got my mist flower over here. Let me pan out so you can see, get a good view of the back. But you can see that this is the septic field, and so there's a good bit of water. This is where my gray water comes out at. But he's gonna do really well right there. He's already sprouting, and he'll get, 6 to 8 feet tall and a little bit around. And then he'll meet up nicely with that one, that button bush. I've got the hose here. And then I should have leveled these out, but I wanted to see what would happen if I just put them on the ground as is. And I've got all of these towels laid out because the water comes off the roof and it just pours and it destroys all of the soil and the grass and everything and gets dirt on everything, including the plant leaves, and kills them. So I'm going to try doing that here all the way along, and then in the front right there. And there's a weed eater going. Wonderful. No, that's not a weed eater. It's a bike. Okay. Last, what I got over here is this final bed. This one I'm going to work on more next year. Ignore the barbecue pit, I took that out. And this one's going to have mostly stuff like Turk's cap and a lot of shade plants in it. But I've already got a little baby, he's so small, a little baby wafer ash right here. It's a nice little 15-20 foot tall tree. And I've got some Spunky, come on, shoot. I've got a coral berry right here. Hey, Spunky, come on, get lost. And a beautyberry right here. So I think I want to get another beautyberry, so I have some cross-pollination going on, but back in these beds. But Spunky, shoot, get lost. I've got a big wood pile right here, and then this whole bed I'm going to do probably in shrubs and like sea oats and stuff like that. This is eastern, that's western, that's northern, and that's southern. So oh, let me show you over here. Yeah, this is all this side. This is one I'm going to be working on in the spring, making better plant choices. This is a really good shade plant. He's kind of raggedy right now because he's been being eaten on. The white flies have been giving him hell, but this is American Germander, and he was just one stem when I got him this year. This is just 1 year's worth of growth, and he's been mulched. If he wasn't mulched, he'd be even more insane. Same as this guy, my groundsel. He's already putting out. See, there's 2 babies there. I think there's another 3 underneath here. He's got a bunch of little babies I'm ready to divide in the spring. I've got my Hoya up here. This is Hoya Yetii. He does really well. I just bring him inside overnight when it gets cold. Oh, and the shade garden. This here is Viola missouriensis. This is a violet. Normally violets spread by rhizomes mostly, but this one actually is a clumping one, and he'll get a good, 1.5 foot across and tall, or I don't know, well, yeah, tall, and he spreads mostly by seed. This right here is Aristolochia fimbriata, and this is actually a pipevine from Brazil, but he does really well in the shade, and the pipevine swallowtails love to have their caterpillars host on him. So I've got a couple of them, and here